In this video, we're going to take a look at how to assign activities to your students in Seesaw. So once you've logged into Seesaw and navigated to the class that you want to assign an activity to, what you're going to do is come over to the upper right-hand side and click the green Add button. You can see here there's three different options. We have Post Student Work, Assign Activity, and Send Announcement. We're going to create an activity. And an activity is something that the students can interact with and respond to. So once you have clicked on Add an Activity, you're going to land on this page, and by default you're going to come to your Seesaw Library. Your Seesaw Library is going to show any activities that you have created or any activities that you have favorited and copied over from the school and district library or the community library. What we're going to take a look at first is how to take an activity from the community library and make some changes to it and then add it and assign it to your own class. So what we're going to do is we're going to click over here on Community. And the community library contains activities that teachers all over the world have created and have shared that you can also assign now to your own class. So you can see underneath community there are ways to filter out so that you are not looking at all the different activities that are listed here. They will give you some suggested activities based on popularity or trending searches, but you could do a search just by topic alone, or you could also filter it out by the grade level that you teach. So let's say we look at second grade and we are going to look at maybe just math activities that are out here. And if you want to filter it further by a specific topic in math, you could do that as well. So we're going to take a look at one of these activities over here. Let's say we want to look at this place value, tens and ones. So by clicking on it, it's going to give you the more information about the activity. It will show you the student instructions, and you have some other information about standards here. So if this is an activity that you might want to use with your students, you could assign it directly, or you could add it to your own library for future reference. Now, adding it to your own library also allows you to make changes to it. By assigning it, we cannot make any changes to it. It's going to be assigned to our students as is. So let's say that we want to make some changes to this before we assign it to our students. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click on this heart. And now it is going to be in my library. So I'm going to come over back to my library. And now you can see here my recent activities. That activity that I just favorited is now here. So I'm going to go ahead and click on it. And now that it is in my own library, I have the ability to make some changes to it. To make changes to an activity, you're going to scroll down to the bottom of the activity and you're going to click on these three dots over here. And you can see there's a number of different options. And in order to edit it, it's going to need to make an additional copy of it, and then I'll be able to edit it. So I'm going to copy and edit. So you can see here I have all the information that was there in the original. I have the activity name. I have the student instructions. You can see, by the way, the student instructions include some of the Seesaw shortcuts that will display pictures in lieu of words to make it easier for students who are just learning to read. What I might want to do with this is add voice instructions. So let's say I want to read this and I want that to be available so that when the students do this activity, they can hear my voice. So I can click on Add Voice Instructions, and there is an integrated microphone right here. Tap Activity, tap the plus sign, select your name, count the blocks, and press the drawing to write the number on the line. When you have counted all of the blocks, press the record button to record yourself counting the tens and ones. Tap check twice to add to your journal. Now that I have recorded it, this is going to be a part of the activity. So if I am happy with my instructions, you can play it back if you want to listen to it before you add it, or you could just hit save. So now that I have made my changes to it, you will also see here that my name appears as the author of this activity in lieu of the original author of it, because now this activity has some edited features to it that I have added. So now that I've made my changes and I'm ready to assign this to my students, all I need to do is click on this assign button, and I'm going to select which class or classes this is going to go to. So I'm going to click here, and I'm going to assign it to this particular class. And now I'm going to go over to my class so that I can see the activity in my feed here. So here is what the students are going to see, and they will also now have this play button so that they can listen to my voice and listen to the instructions before they create the activity. So this is how you can modify an existing activity in Seesaw from the community library, make it your own, and assign it to your class.